James Tate. The aim of this video is to try and explain some of the Northumbrian dialect words that I've used in a poem I've written called I'm Still Aboon the Groond, translating to standard English as I'm still above the ground, in other words, I'm still alive. This charming phrase was spoken cheerfully to me by a lady in her 90s when I asked her how she was one day. She replied, "Why, hinny, I'm still aboon the ground, lad." Essentially, I would say that it's a poem expressing gratitude at having been born and raised in this beautiful county of Northumberland, acknowledging especially the lovely landscape of its rural parts. I do not profess to be an expert in either poetry nor in the Northumbrian dialect, but I'm just here to try and explain some of the words that I've used, and to hopefully try and encourage any others who would like to have a go at writing some Northumbrian dialect poetry. I'm going to share the text here on the screen as I read it, and then I'll go over some of the words and phrases. I'm still aboon the ground. I'm still aboon the ground, that's mair I'll say than most. While flowers yet the right way glare, I winnot grumble nor boast. There's some hae less and some far mair, but I hae one foot that gans in front of t'other, in green fields fair. 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 hands. A nose to smell the turning leaves, the cool, sweet morning dew. A mouth to tell I saw such things as many never knew, like the rolling hills of Kirketdale that reach up to the sky, and yon gentle trickling river, forever wondering why folks is in sic a great hurry, and sometimes different heed what's there right in front of them, but close their eyes instead. While stars to morning mists give way, and the valley fills with sound. These things can hae my time o' day, for I'm still aboon the ground. So let's take the first quatrain. I'm still aboon the ground, that's mair daur say than most. While flowers yet the right way glare, I winnot grumble nor boast. You'll notice I'm rolling my R there at the back of my throat. Quite a unique thing to rural Northumbrians. Doesn't exist so much anymore, but I still do it occasionally. It comes out in my poetry. So that's mair. Obviously, that just translates as more. Daur say is commonly used in rural Northumberland, just meaning I dare say. While flowers yet the right way gra. Little bit of morbid humour there. Obviously, you're not pushing the daisies up, you're still alive, so the flowers are growing the right way. I winnot grumble nor boast. I won't grumble or boast. In the second quatrain, I suppose you could say that what I'm saying is all I really need to feel content and appreciate everything I'm grateful for is to be alive and have all my senses and faculties. So I've written, there's some hae less, some far mair, but I hae one foot that gans in front of t'other in green fields fair, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 hands. Obviously, have has just become hae. That's H-A-E. Gans just means goes, in front of t'other, in front of the other. And that's about all there is to say about that one. In the third quatrain, the sensory experience deepens a little bit. A nose to smell the turning leaves, the cool sweet morning dew, a mouth to tell I saw such things as many never knew. So it's really just mouth instead of mouth there, and saw instead of saw. That's S-A-A. That's how I've spelled that. Just kind of making up the rules as I go along about how I spell these words, just how I hear them phonetically. The next 2 quatrains kind of run into each other, so I'll go through them both here. Like the rolling hills of Kirketdale that reach up to the sky. Just very special to me, the rolling hills of Kirketdale, very beautiful sight. And yon gentle trickling river, forever wondering why. Yon is often used in Northumberland instead of that. Yon thing over there, that thing over there, just Y-O-N. Forever wondering why folks is in sic a great hurry. I love that one, sic. It's S-Y-E-C instead of such. Folks is in such a great hurry. They're in sic a great hurry. and sometimes divn't heed. They don't pay attention. It's divn't instead of don't. What's right there in front of them but close their eyes instead. Just change the vowel sound slightly there. Instead becomes instead. Double E. Again, it's kind of my own rules. I don't think they're really set in stone. I think the last quatrain is kind of my favourite in this poem because it's describing a very special time when nobody's around except the first birds that are stirring, like very early in the morning. And if you happen to be awake and around and witness all of that, it's a lovely thing indeed. While stars to morning mists give way and the valley fills with sound, these things can have my time of day, for I'm still Aboon the Groond. They can have my time of day. They can have my time of day. The poem you've heard today is from my book Golden Times, Golden Seasons. If you wish to purchase a copy, I'll put a link in the description, and there'll also be links there to all my music and my website and everything. And if you'd like to hear me recite some more poetry at an event or whatever, just get in touch. James@jamestatemusic.com.